So let's go. So you kill an enemy. It says there's 11. 1 of 11 enemies remain. I don't think that that's what I was meaning for that message to say, now that I think of it. It's telling you how many you've killed and not... Well, I guess to unlock the lock, that makes sense. Wall hacks. Annihilated here. Scuttle crab program dodges. And that's all of them. So once you've unlocked the soulbound locked door, you can interact with this little orb, and then you take control of this statue soldier. You can move him very, very, very slowly. Put him on there, and makes a bridge. Another 11 enemies. Why would there be swamp water in here? I don't know. Music's fantastic. So yeah, knowing how to switch between abilities correctly is super helpful. Alright, that should have taken care of all the locks. Might also be worth mentioning that this puzzle, these moving statue puzzles, Zach actually made some of these. We had a game-making thing where I was showcasing my... I don't think I showed him the whole game, but I was just showing him the section I was working on. I was like, hey, you should help me make some of these puzzles. So I don't remember who made what puzzles, but we kind of did it 50-50. It's been like 4 fucking years since we did that, so I don't even remember how to even beat my own game, let alone what sections of it I made when I split the work up. Yes. These guys are super obnoxious. Definitely helps to be invisible. Wait for him to take a step, and then shoot him. You have to hit him in the back. When I fail to do that at some point, you'll see why. 11 enemies remain. 1 of 11. Yeah, that's definitely not worded correctly. Or maybe it is, and I'm actually just too tired to read right now. One more step. No. Go the other way. Other way. One more step. You're a bastard. Alright, I'm not killing that one quite yet. Alright, so if you just shoot them, they disappear like that, and then they shoot a tracking fireball, like the ghost boss, but way faster. So that if you turn invisible, you can see they turned invisible and they're running away from you. And then they will reappear somewhere. They're super obnoxious. You have to shoot them in the back. And in these rooms, it is really difficult to line that shot up. Extremely proud of how irritating they are. Gonna make the next game is only going to have these guys in it. Up, yeah. It's all about patience. So for fuck's sake, I hope that was all one. Yes. So this puzzle is a little bit different from the other statue puzzles because one of the statues doesn't look like the other one. That's it, that's all I have to say. Now the controls of the black statue are reversed from the controls of the gray statue, so it becomes a little confusing. It's easiest to just kind of look at what the gray statue is doing. And if you can't move somewhere, it's probably because the black statue got hung up on something. There's no way that's not grabbing them. Guess it isn't. Should have made the indicator not suck so much, I guess. It's like, you have a pretty decent range for moving these blocks, but I didn't do the best job of visually indicating that, I think. Yep, so you may have forgotten these guys. The only way to kill them is to light them on fire. That's kind of part of the shtick of this dungeon as well, as if there were enemies you assumed that you couldn't kill, this part of the game forces you to kill them to figure it out. Yikes, didn't time that one well. It's not so hard to kill those guys. So long as you're using an ability, you can't switch to another ability, so the only way you can really fuck that up is if you shoot an arrow through them, and the arrow will hang in the air too long, you can't switch to the bombs, which is what happened a moment ago. It's kind of like your arrows follow the Mega Man rules, where you can only have 3 pellets, oops, in the air at a time. If you have more than 3, you can't shoot anymore. Well, if you have any ability active, you can't use any other ability. That probably almost made sense. Yeah, like that. Not even hard. So yeah, so if you didn't have the fire tunic, navigating this section would be a little bit more blah. See, like, you'd probably want to go around, but we do have the fire tunic. I saw that section in Nintendo Power Magazine that told me how to get it. Yeah, unfortunately there's no cheesing. There's no cheesing these guys over the wall. It's like they want to try and follow you, so the fact that you can grab blocks without standing directly on them makes that a little less shitty of a situation. Is that it? Did we get them all? Jeez. Yeah, the other thing that makes it hard is that you can actually walk over them when they're knocked out like that. So if you run straight at them to put a bomb on them, you can run through them on accident if you're not careful. Damn, that was a tricky one. Zach must have made that one. This fight isn't too difficult if you know what to do. Whenever he pounds the ground, you can't move for a couple seconds. Yeah. You'll notice I'm not doing a whole lot of anything. It's because I was waiting for him to do that. That is pretty much the only time you can hit him, because otherwise he's walking forward and you will not have time to set up to hit him with that. So the longevity of this fight is 100% dependent on whether or not he feels like letting you hit him, and if you know how to hit him. Or if you fuck up hitting him, that's another thing that can happen. You have to aim for his little feetsies. Can't hit him in the arms, gotta be his legs. Okay. No! It's a goddamn ground pound. And that's that. I forget if you can actually blow these up. Details, details. So, it would appear that you've killed that Magus and just cold blood there. Actually, we'll go ahead and do a cut here.